whenever you search up the word ambition, what shows up? Well, Google search gives you the definition that ambition is the strong desire to do or achieve something. But is that really the best way to look at it? Well, I think we can start from using different examples. For example, if two people they are both studying, but one just wants a stable job and is currently working on it, and the other person studying in the same school in the same course, but he has dreams of making it big someday. He wants to make a lot of money through a business. Well, who's more ambitious? Well, you'd say it's the person with the desire to start their own business. And that's right. They are indeed more ambitious in that sense. But let's look at another case. Let's say there are two people again, right? One person has a big dream. He wants to start an online business and he's super pumped about it. The thing is, though, he doesn't do anything about it. And he just keeps thinking about a big goal without any action. Versus a person with smaller goals. Maybe he just wants to make enough money online to just sustain his own life, and he's actively trying new things. He's watching books, he's actually launching products, he's asking for feedback from other people, he's actively making moves to get to where he's at. Well, in this case, the person who is more ambitious, you might define as the person with a larger goal. But who's actually going to achieve the goals that they set up for themselves? Well, it would be the person with a less ambitious goal, but that he's actively striving for it, right? Because all of the times we define ambition, or a better case, maturity, as something that's inside of our heads, not measurable things, right? But a more useful way to define it is what you can measure, what people like, how people actually act. With maturity as an example, a person can have all the theories about like the meaning of life. They can have full understanding of how you should interact with other people, how you should deal with setbacks. But if they crumble under stress, or if they can't communicate properly, or they can't provide for the people around them, then they're not actually mature because it isn't manifested into reality. On the contrary, if someone doesn't study a lot of theory on maturity, they don't think about what makes someone mature, they don't claim that they're mature, but they actually are a stable form of emotional support to those around them, and they are able to cope with the challenges of daily life with their own mindsets on life, then that's a whole nother story. That's someone that's actually mature, because they're turning in ideas into actual application. They're executing on what they truly believe in, and that's the most measurable and recorded way of maturity. Same goes for ambition. People have big goals, but if they aren't constantly striving for it, then it doesn't really count, right? So I think we should reframe ambition as the speed at which you make moves towards the goals that you set. In other words, the shorter the time between what you think about doing and how long it takes to actually do the thing is the measurement of ambition. The shorter the time it takes, the more ambitious a person is. And the longer it takes, or if they just straight out don't do it, then that person is less ambitious or not ambitious at all. So if you want to be someone who is ambitious, then you have to take action. You have to look at where you can improve. You should look into how you can make your first move, regardless of whether the move is great or not. It's just about taking one step, putting one foot in front of the other, and the more relentless we are about it, then the more ambitious we are, and the better things we will achieve.